Welcome to T1 Academy. In our last sessions, we discussed some of the important concepts for the CSAT examination. So today in this session also, we are going to discuss one more important concept, that is dice, cubes and series. Definitely 2 to 3 questions will be asked from this area, students. So a minimum of 2 to 3 and easy scoring area. At any cost, you should not lose mark from these concepts. Okay. Now see here. So first, when it comes to dice, we will start discussing about dice. So we will have two types of dice actually, students. One is open dice and the other one is closed dice. We have two types of dice. Okay, one is open dice and the other one is closed dice. Okay, we will have two types of dice. So based on the question, we will solve the two types. What are those two types? Now we all know dice means how many faces do a dice have? 6 faces, right? A dice will have 6 faces. A dice will have 6 faces. Now one face will be opposite to the other face. Usually when we throw a die, that means throwing means when we throw a die, what will happen is, according to our concept, our visualization, we can only see 3 faces of a dice from one direction. We can only see 3 faces. We cannot see the faces opposite to these faces. For example, assume this is the front view. I cannot see the back view. Assume this is one side view. I cannot see the other side view. Assume this is the top view. I cannot see the bottom view. That means when you throw a dice, at once you can see only 3 faces of the dice. That is actually, if you lean and see, those are the other things. But in general, in our concept, we can see at once only 3 faces of a dice. 3 faces of a dice. So total how many faces do a dice have? 6 faces. Then what about the other 3 are? See, based on the knowledge which we will see, learn later, we will decide which face will be opposite to the other face. Now see here, when it comes to the closed dice, usually how we will try to solve the problem is, in examinations, what happens for us is, they may give us either 2 throws or more than 2 throws simultaneously. Okay, they will say that the following are the 2 projections of a dice, then which face will be opposite to the other one. Like that they may ask us the question. So when it comes to the closed dice, students, we need to observe 2 major things. The first one is, see here, in a closed dice, assume that these are 2 projections of a dice. Okay, these are 2 projections of a dice. This is 2, 5, 6, 1, 5 and 4, something like this. These are the 2 projections of a dice if they have given you in the examination. The first thing what you need to observe here is there any common numbers here or not? Yes, there is a common number. How many are there? Either 1 or 2. Here I have a 1 common number. What it is? 5. What it is? 5. So what you will do is, you either move in clockwise in both the dice from 5 or move in anti-clockwise from the both the 5. Okay, it is up to you. So now here I will move in clockwise. What will happen for me? 5. After 5, what I have here? 6. And then next 2. And similarly, here I have what? 5. And then next 4. And then next 1. Right? So from this, what we can understand is, 6 is opposite to 4. Okay. And 2 is opposite to 1. And 1 is opposite to 2. And the only number which is not at all mentioned here is, what is that number? 3. That 3 will be opposite to 5. That 3 will be opposite to 5. Understood, students? If there is only one common number between the 2 projections given for us, then it is really easy for us to answer the given questions. They will ask us which number will be opposite to 4, or which number will be opposite to 1, or which number will be opposite to 5. Like that they will ask us the questions. Now see here, students. Not only 5 at this, you may think that sir 5 is here at the top, not here. If they change their positions also, for example, let us assume that I will change the positions for your better understanding. I will put 5 here, 4 here and 1 here. Still no problem. Anyway, 5 is the common number, right? So I will continue from 5 only. 5, 4, 1, 5, 4, 1. Understood, students? There is no rule that 5 should be at the same position where it is there in the first projection. Okay, we will call it as 2 throws, sometimes they will say projections, whatever it may be. Okay, so when there is only one common number between 2 projections, then it is really easy for us to answer the question. Move either in clockwise or anti-clockwise, it is up to you, and write the problem. Okay, next one. Okay, let us see here itself. Now, if there are 2 common projections, what will happen? If there are 2 common projections, we will see an example, students. Assume this is one projection, okay, and this is another projection for us. These are two projections. For example, if it is 4, 3 and 1, and this is 1, 4 and 6. 1, 4 and 6. Like this I have two projections. Now please observe, is there any common number in these two projections? Yes, there are two common numbers. What are those? 4 and 1, 4 and 1 here. So what is the only thing left to different numbers left for us? 3 and 6. So directly you can say that 3 is opposite to 6 and 6 is opposite to 3. But you cannot say exactly that what number is opposite to 4 or 1. It may be either 5 or it may be either 2. Okay, we cannot say exactly which number is opposite to. 1 may be opposite to 5 or 1 may be opposite to 2. Similarly, 4 may be opposite to 5 or 4 may be opposite to 2. We cannot say exactly. We cannot say exactly, but we can say exactly that 3 and 6 are opposite to each other. 3 and 6 are opposite to each other. So these are the only two types of questions which they will ask us from the closed dice. From the closed dice. But what happens here, students, sometimes actually speaking, if 2 to 3 projections are enough for us to answer the question. But in some questions, they will give us 3 projections or 4 projections also. What is the need of giving those 3 projections or 4 projections means? See here, students, actually speaking, in the question, anywhere do you see 5 and 2? No. But you have assumed that 5 and 2 will be opposite to 1 and 4. Why? Why? Because we have 6 phases. Anyway, we will have 6 numbers on the 6 phases. But for example, if the questions are based on symbols, for example, take an example like this. Okay, star, plus and a dot, dollar, dot and asterisk. Okay, and they will ask us what symbol is opposite to dot. If they give us only 2 projections, what will happen here? Anyway, dot is common here and here, so you will move in clockwise direction. You will say dot, star and plus in first one. Next in second one, dot, asterisk and dollar in second one. You can say that star is opposite to asterisk and plus is opposite to dollar. But can you say which symbol is opposite to dot? Exactly, no. So to display all the projections, all the symbols, to display all the different types of symbols which was used, usually if the question is based on symbols, they may give us 3 to 4 projections, students. Understood? Why they will give these 3 to 4 projections means just to introduce all the different types of symbols which was used on the dice. Okay, now we will solve some problems based on this only. These are closed dice example. Now see here, which digit will appear on the face opposite to the face number 4? Okay, which is number 2 opposite to the face number 4. Now tell me which is common in these 2 projections. What number is common in these 2 projections? Here it is 3 and here it is 3. As I already told you, it is up to you. You can move in clockwise or in anti-clockwise. So if I move in clockwise, when it comes to my first figure, what I will get? 3, 1 and 2. Right? When it comes to my second one, what I will have? 3, 5 and 6. 3, 5 and 6. Now we already know that 1 is opposite to 5 and 2 is opposite to 6. The only number left for us is what? 4. Then which number will be opposite to 4? That is 3. So that number 3 will be opposite to 4. The number 3 will be opposite to 4. Understood, students? Right? Like this they will ask us the questions based on the closed dice. Now we will see some more examples. Now next, 2 positions of dice are shown below. How many points will appear on the opposite of the face containing 5 points? 5 points. Now please see here, students, if you observe here carefully, 2 dots and 1 dot, 2 dot and 1 dot. These 2 are common, right? These 2 are common. So obviously the leftover things will be opposite to each other. What is our question? The side opposite to 5 points. The side opposite to 5 points. So what is opposite to 5 points? 4 points. 4 and 5 are opposite to each other. Why? Because here there are 2 common things. 2 common faces. So the answer here is 4 dots. 4 points will be our answer here. Okay. Next one. Now see here, students, this is a question based on symbols. Okay, he has given us 4 projections. The reason is very simple, to introduce us all the different types of symbols which were used on the dice. Now which symbol will be on the face opposite to the face symbol star? Star is the question which was given for us. Okay, which symbol will be opposite? I need to find the symbol opposite to star. See here students, in these two things, in these two projections, from these two what I can say, plus is opposite to minus. Plus is opposite to minus. But I cannot say what is. From these two projections, if you observe carefully, star, star, plus and plus. What will be opposite to dollar? At the rate will be opposite to dollar. At the rate will be opposite to dollar. But our question is star, based on star. So the new symbol which we can see here is what? 8. 8 is the new symbol, right? Why? Because dollar and plus all are finished. The only one left for us is the question star, and the new symbol what is we have here? 8. So our answer here become what? 8. Directly our answer here becomes 8. Why? Because we found out two pairs of opposite pairs. Obviously the left over two will be opposite to each other. Okay, next one. See, understood students, why they have given you the 4 projections means just to introduce all the symbols. Next, how many points will be there on the face opposite to the face which contains 2 points? Similar one. Take any two. I will take these two students. For my convenience, I will take these two. Why? What is the reason? Why? Because in these two projections, there is only one common one. What it is? Single dot is common in these two projections. So easily I can tell what will be opposite. I can arrange the opposite pairs easily. I will move in clockwise direction. So dot, one dot, and then next 2 dots, and then next 3 dots in this first figure. Now when it comes to this 1 dot, and then next 6 dots, and then next 4 dots. So that means 2 and 6 are opposite to each other, 3 and 4 are opposite to each other. The only thing which was left for us is 5. So 1 and 5 will be opposite to each other here. 1 and 5 will be opposite. So contains 2 dots means what is the answer? 6 dots. The face containing 6 dots will be opposite to the face which contains 2 dots. Actually, with the help of these two projections itself, I can tell my answer. But just to give you all the projections, he has given you these things, students. Okay, easily you can analyze the things and write down your final answer. Okay, right. Next we will see the next one. See here, 3 views of a cube are given. This is one of the previous year's question, students. Which letter will be opposite to H? Which letter will be opposite to H? First of all, please check, is there any common alphabet here and here? Yes. What is the common alphabet here and here? K. So as usual, start moving in clockwise direction from K. So after K, what you have? B in first one, and then next A. When it comes to this, after K, what you have here? M, and then next H, and then next H. Which letter will be opposite to H, students? Letter A will be opposite to H. Letter A will be opposite to H. That is our final answer. Okay, understood? Like this, it is very easy for us to solve the questions from closed dice. So at any cost, you should not lose a mark. Why? Because they may ask question from dice or cubes. One question definitely they are asking from this area. Okay, if the question is from closed dice, really that is very easy question for us to answer. Okay, and next one is open dice. Now, how we will solve the question from this open dice concept? Now see here, students, usually open dice means what? Simply we will open the dice. We will simply open the dice. We will open the 6 faces of the dice like this. We will open the 6 faces. Now see here, students, what happened here? Assume this is the base. And these are the sides. Base and 4 sides for us. Okay, now what about the top one? What about the top face? The top face can be attached any one of these 4 sides. Okay, why I am telling like this means in examination they may attach that one to any one of these 4 sides. Now tell me which will be opposite pairs to each other. From this, what actually we will tell is alternate one. These two will be opposite to each other, right? Alternate things will be opposite to each other. S1 and this S3 will be opposite to each other. Why? Because those two are alternates. And this base, anyway, if it is attached to any one of these 4 sides also, base will be opposite to that one. Okay, We will see some of the examples, most commonly asked examples, students. There will be an open dice in this shape. Assume like this. There is an open dice. That means instead of opening in this manner, I opened a dice in this manner. Now, as usual, our basic principle remains same. What it is? Alternate or opposite to each other. Alternate or opposite. That means 1 and 3 will be opposite to each other. Please remember this one, students. Alternate. Alternate or opposite to each other. Opposite to each other. This is the most important thing, rule which we follow in the open dice. Okay, so 1 and 3 are opposite to each other. Next, similarly, 4 and 6 are opposite to each other. Okay, next, anyway, the leftover two faces are 2 and 5. 2 and 5 will be opposite to each other by default, no problem. But what we can also do is, if I overlap 3 and 4, then 2 and 5 will be alternate, right? Like that also you will need to observe the things. Okay, sometimes they may give us a projection in this manner. Like this they may give us. Here also the same logic applies. What will happen here is alternate, right? For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Alternate, right? So 1 and 3 will be opposite to each other. Why? Because alternate. 2 and 4 will be opposite to each other. Why? Because alternate. Okay. Now anyway the leftover things are 5 and 6. 5 and 6 will be opposite to each other. But what we will do is, if I overlap 5 with 2 and 6 with 4, then also 5 and 6 will be opposite to each other, right? Alternate to each other. Those two will become opposite to each other. Those two becomes opposite to each other. They may attach the sides in any manner. But remember, alternate are opposite to each other. That is a basic principle. They may give a projection like this also. See here. Here also the same thing. 5 and 3 are opposite to each other. 4 and 2 are opposite to each other. Anyway, the leftover things. What are the leftover things for us? Here 1 and 6. 1 and 6. These two are opposite to each other. These two are opposite to each other. So, whatever may be the shape, sometimes they will give it in a vertical manner. The same shape they will rotate into an horizontal manner. That means, if I change this into a horizontal manner, how it looks? Actually, it looks something like this. If you observe carefully, it will look like this. But here also the same rule. These two will be opposite to each other. These two will be opposite to each other. The leftover things will be opposite to each other. Like this, you need to think in an open dice. So, what is this, sir? How the question will be asked from this open dice? Why we are learning these opposite faces means the basic principle, students. Before starting the dice itself, I have told you, if you were able to see one face, you cannot see its opposite face. That is the basic principle of a dice, right? Why? Because they will give us the projections. So, if you were able to see one face, you will not be able to see its opposite face. Anyway, at once you can see only 3 faces of a dice. Till now all the closed dice examples we have seen, right? Similarly like that. So, they will give us an open dice. They will give us an open dice and they will ask us which of the following projections will be possible from this given dice. We will see with an example so that you will have a more clarity on this one. Now, see this one. When the given figure is folded to form a cube, when the given figure is folded to form a cube, then which face is opposite to the face with 2? Opposite with the face with 2. So, as usual, what I have told you, try to write the opposite pairs. 6 and 3 will be opposite to each other. 4 and 5 will be opposite to each other. So, only numbers which are left for us are what? 2 and 1. So, that means 1 and 2 are opposite to each other. So, the number opposite to face with 2 is what? 1. 1. So, that will be our answer here. Now, we will see the next question. Now, see here, students. Read the question. Choose a box that is similar to the box formed from the given sheet of paper. Actually, this is the paper which they have given for us. We need to fold it first of all. We need to fold it. After folding, what will happen? Tell me what are the opposite pairs? 6 and 2 are opposite to each other. 6 and 2 will be opposite to each other. Similarly, 5 and 3 will be opposite to each other. Alternate are opposite to each other. 5 and 3 will be opposite. So, the numbers which are left for us are what? 1 and 4. So 1 and 4 are opposite to each other. That means what? What you should understand is, if you are able to see 6, you cannot see 2. If you are able to see 2, you cannot see 6. Similarly with 5 and 3, 1 and 4 also the same logic. If you are able to see one face, you cannot see its opposite face. Now come to my first projection. In my first projection, what is happening? I can see 6. That means I should not see 2, right? I cannot see 2. Why? Because 6 and 2 are opposite. But see, in my first projection what it is? I can see both 6 and 2 simultaneously. Is it possible for me? No. That means this is an incorrect box. This is an incorrect box. Why? Because I cannot see both the faces which are exactly opposite to each other simultaneously. Okay, next 6. Yes, 6 opposite is 2. It is not mentioned. Okay. Next 4. Opposite to 4 I have 1. There is no 1 in this. Next to 5. Opposite to 5 I have 3. Here all the 3 faces are independent. So yes, there is a chance. Next, see the next one. 5. What is the number opposite to 5, students? 3. Is it possible for me to see both 5 and 3 simultaneously? No, it is not at all possible. So this is not possible. Next 4 and 5. 4. Opposite to 4 is what? 1. But here what we have? 1. So is it possible for this fourth one? No. So what will be our answer here? Our answer is option 2. The only 2. See, usually students, what we will have is only 2 or 2 and 3. There may be multiple projections also. But in this case, we have only one answer, that is only 2. Only the second projection is correct one. Only the second one is correct one. Next, we will see the next one. Now, see here we have symbols. Symbols. What we can see? Question mark is opposite to empty box. Okay. And division is opposite to empty box. And K is opposite to triangle. Right? So we will do the same thing. Question mark is opposite to empty box. Next, division is opposite to empty box. Next, K is opposite to triangle. K is opposite to triangle. Now see here, students, K and triangle. Is it possible for us to see both K and triangle at the same time? No. So the first one is wrong. Next, question mark, division and K. Question mark, division and K. All three its opposite are empty, empty, empty and a triangle. So there is a possibility for the second one. Next, see the next one. K opposite to K is triangle, triangle is not visible. Next, division, empty space, question mark, empty space. So there is a chance for this one also, as that one is also correct. Next, K and triangle. Is it possible for us to see both K and triangle simultaneously? No. So here both 2 and 3 are correct for us. Second and third projections are correct. Simple, students, only by option verification we can solve these questions. Okay, like this. First of all, you need to write the opposite pairs and then simply observe which opposite pairs are possible for us here or not. That's it. Okay, next one. Now see here, students, this is little bit different. See, empty space is opposite to what? Square. Empty space is opposite to square. Next, circle is opposite to an empty space. Empty space and circle, these two are opposite to each other. And then next, see here, the leftover two things are these two. So how it looks like? One is upper one shaded, in one it is the lower one shaded. Okay, like this I have the other pairs. Now see here, first one. Is it possible for me to see square, circle and this one? Yes, there is a possibility. That one is correct. Yes, there is a possibility. That one is correct. Next, see this one. This half shaded one. Is it possible for me to see both half shaded one? No, it is not at all possible. So the second one is wrong. Here also both shaded one, not possible. Next, shaded, square and circle. Yes, it is possible. Here, first and fourth both are possible. So first and fourth rows are correct. Okay. Next one. Okay, like this we will have the closed dice, students. So only we will have either open dice or closed dice. Two categories based on dice. So you should answer this dice question perfectly without any, what we can say, mistake. You should mark it. Why? Because easy to score. Within 10 to 15 seconds you will get the answer and you will get a perfect answer without any doubt. Okay, our next concept is cubes. Cubes. Now see here, students. this cubes concept is very, very important. Why? Because there are majorly two types of questions from this cubes concept. What it is first of all, we will discuss some properties of this cube, students. See here, we all know a cube contains how many faces? A cube contains 6 faces. A cube contains 6 faces. Okay. Our dice is also a cube actually. Okay. A cube contains 6 faces. Now, for example, how many edges? These are called corners. How many corners does a cube have? A cube will have 8 corners. These are called corners. These are called corners. Okay. A cube will have 8 corners. A cube will have 8 corners. Okay. When it comes to edges, edges means these are called edges, students. These are called edges. When it comes to edges, how many edges does a cube have? A cube will have 12 edges. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, 8. And next 1, 2, 3 and 4. So, total a cube will have 8 edges. 8 edges. Sorry, 12 edges. A cube will have 12 edges. And how many faces does a cube have? A cube will have, these are called faces, students. Okay, these are called faces. A cube will have 6 faces. A cube will have 6 faces. A cube have 8 corners. A cube will have 12 edges and a cube will have 6 faces. 6 faces. Okay, now, okay, sir, why we are learning these corners, edges and cubes means, see here, students, for example, if I cut it into smaller cubes, if I cut this one into smaller cubes, for example, I will take the top one for time being. Okay, we will take the top one first of all. Okay, if I take this top face for your better understanding, I will try to, I am erasing this one intentionally. Why? Because I want only the top one. I will take the top one and will try to explain you about this top one. Take this top face. Anyway, this will be a dotted line. It will touch like this. Okay, now if I divide this top face, please observe here, students. If I cut this top face into small cubes, I am cutting only the top face for instance. Anyway, it will impact the everything, but only observe the top face. Now, please see here, students, the corner, the cube which is present at the corner, this cube is called as corner cube. This cube is called as corner cube. What will happen is, in our questions, this, okay, first of all tell me, this corner cube will be shared between how many faces? How many faces? The same corner cube, it will have one face to the upward and one face to this side, right? Why? Because I have cutted that one. So, it will have one face and similarly I will have one more face to this side. So, that means a corner cube will be shared between how many faces? Shared by 3 faces. A corner cube will be shared by how many faces? 3 faces. 3 faces. Now, when it comes to this edge cube, please observe this one, this one, this one. These are edge cubes. This is corner. Okay, these are edge cubes. So, these edge cubes will be shared between how many faces? These edge cubes will be shared between 2 faces. One is the upper one and the other one is to the right side. When it comes to this one, it will be shared between upper one and the front one. When it comes to this one, it will share between the upper face and the back side face. When it comes to this one, it will be shared between these 2 faces. Okay, that means the cubes which are present on the edges will be shared by how many faces? Will be shared by 2 faces. Okay, will be shared by 2 faces. And when it comes to this one, we will call them as face cubes. We will call them as face cubes. This will be shared between only one face. The cubes which are present on face will be shared between only one face. Now, what will happen is, see here, students, if I cut like this, along length, breadth and height, I have taken one face. Similarly, if I cut the complete cube into small cubes, definitely in middle also I will have some cubes, right? Middle, that means here, if I cut this one along these directions, now I am cutting the cube intentionally. Now when I cut like this, definitely in middle, at the core also, core means what? The middle portion. In the core also we will have some small cubes, right? Those cubes we will call them as middle cubes. Those cubes we will call it as middle cubes. Those cubes we will call it as middle cubes. So that means when a bigger cube is cut into small cubes, it will be divided into 4 categories. The first one is corner cubes, and the next one is middle cubes or edge cubes, and the next one is face cubes, and the fourth one is middle cubes. So when a larger cube is cut into pieces, what we will have? We will have 4 types of cubes. We will have 4 types of cubes. See here, student. Okay, I will write here itself. We will have 4 types of cubes. First one is corner cube. Okay, and the next one is edge cubes. And next one is face cubes. And the last one is middle cubes. When it comes to this corner cubes, they will be shared between 3 faces. When it comes to this edge cube, this will be shared between 2 faces. When it comes to face cubes, it will be shared by only 1 face, and middle cubes, it will not be seen at all. Those will be there in the core portion. At the core portion, we cannot see them. Now, how the questions will be asked means, see here, students. Now, to a solid cube, I painted with a single color on all the 6 faces, and then I have cut it into pieces. Now tell me, how many cubes will get paint on 3 faces, or the cubes where we will have the paint on 3 faces means the cubes which are present on corners. The cubes which are present on corners will get paint on 3 faces. Why? Because those corner cubes are shared between 3 faces. Because of that reason, they will get paint on 3 faces. Why? Because they are shared between 3 faces. How many cubes will get paint on 2 faces means the cubes which are present on edge. Edge cube will get paint on 2 faces. Why? Because they are shared between 2 faces. And the face cubes will get paint on only 1 face, and the middle cubes will not get paint at all. Okay. Will not get paint at all. Now see here, students. When it comes to this corner cubes, whatever may be the size which you have cut at the big cube, that means whether you have cut it in 3 by 3, 3 into 3 into 3, or 4 into 4 into 4, or 5 into 5 into 5, it doesn't matter for us. The corners remains same. We will have only 8 corner cubes. Why? Because we will have only 8 corner cubes. So irrespective of the sizes which you have cut the bigger one, we will always have only 8 corner cubes. That means the cubes which will get paint on 3 faces will always remain as what? 8 only, if you have painted on all the 6 faces. When it comes to this edge, face and middle cubes, it depends on the number of cuts which you have made. That means simple. If you want to find how many cubes will get paint on 3 faces means simple, number of corner cubes. If you want to find how many cubes which get paint on 2 faces means simply count how many edge cubes are there. If you want to find how many cubes which will get paint on 1 face means simply find how many face cubes are there, and similarly middle cubes also. Like this we are going to check the things. Now with an example we will try to solve it. Now see here. A cube is painted blue on all the faces, and it is then cut into 125 cubes of equal sizes. Now tell me, 125 cubes, how you can cut into 125 cubes of equal sizes? If you have cut it into 5 into 5 into 5, that means along its length you made a 5 cuts, along its breadth you make a 5 cuts, and along its height you made a 5 cuts. Then 5 into 5 into 5, what it becomes? 125. So the number of small cubes here are 125. N cube is equal to 125. So you should write n cube is equal to 125. Then n, the number of cubes on one face will be how many? 5. That means see here, students, how you need to cut. I will take only one face, and on this face we will try to solve the complete answer. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, now 5 by 5. I have taken only 2-dimensional one. Actually, we should take a 3D one, but I have taken only 2 dimensions. Now, what are these, students? These are corners. How many corners are there on this face? So number of cubes which get paint on 3 faces. Number of cubes which get paint on 3 faces. Actually, you can directly write it as 8. But for your understanding, what I will do is, see, on this face, how many I can see? I can see 4. I have taken only one face. I can see 4. Like this, how many faces I will have in total? Like this, how many faces I will have here? Total 6 by 3. By 3. Why I am dividing means, by 3 means face cube, corner cubes. Corners are shared by 3 faces. That is the reason I am dividing it with 3. Why? Because where we will get the which cubes will get paint on 3 faces means the cubes which are present at corners. So now what will happen to this? 3 ones, 3 twos. So how many cubes will get paint on 3 faces? 8 cubes will get paint on 3 faces. Okay, next. Number of cubes which get paint on 2 faces. Which cubes will get paint on 2 faces, students? The cubes which are present on edge. So edge means what? These are edge, right? This is an edge. These are edge cubes. These are edge cubes for us. These are edge cubes. So total how many edges I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12 in number. I have taken only one face, right? Total I have how many faces here? Total I have 6 faces. 12 into 6 by 2. I will divide it with 2. What is the reason? The edges are shared between 2 faces. Okay. Edges are shared by 2 faces. Edges are shared by 2 faces. That is the reason I am dividing it with 2. So 2 ones, 2 threes. So 12 threes are 36. So there will be 36 cubes which will get paint on 2 faces. Which will get paint on 2 faces. Next, number of cubes which get paint on 1 face. Which get paint on 1 face. Which cubes will get paint on 1 face, students? The face cubes will get paint on 1 face. Where are the face cubes? These are the face cubes for us. These are the face cubes for us. How many face cubes do we have here? Total 9 face cubes. Total 9 face cubes. See here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9. And into how many faces I have overall? I have 6 faces by 1. Actually there is no need, but for your understanding I am writing it as 1. Why? Because one face cube will be shared by only one face. Okay, one face cube is shared by one face. That is the reason I am dividing it with 1. Okay, so 9 6 are 54. That means there will be 54 cubes which will get paint on one face. Now, number of cubes which will not get paint. Tell me which cubes will not get paint? The middle cubes will not get paint. So actually if you are able to do it, do it. Else, very simple, how you can do it? Total minus 3 faces, 2 faces and 1 face. 3 face, 2 face and 1 face. Subtract these 3 things from this one. So total are how many small cubes? 125. Minus 3 faces paint are how many? 8. Plus 2 faces paint are how many? 36. And 1 face paint is how many? 54. So that means what you will get here? 125 minus 98. 125 minus 98. That means 27. That means there will be 27 cubes which will not get paint on one face. Not even one face. Which will not get a paint on any face. So like this we are going to solve. Take one face, students. Based on the cuts made, take one face and from that one face try to solve the remaining things. Understood? Which cubes will get paint on 3 faces? Corner cubes. Which cubes will get paint on 2 faces? Edge cubes. Which cubes will get paint on 1 face? Is face cubes. Which will not get paint? Those are middle cubes. So total minus that one you can easily do it and you will get the answer very easily. Understood? Y3, 2 and 1. I hope everyone understood this one, right? Next we will move to the next question. Okay, we will move to the next one. Now see here, a solid cube of 3 centimeter side painted on all its faces is cut into small cubes of 1 centimeter side. Now that means tell me how it looks. I will take only one face. Assume this is 3 centimeters. It was cut into 1 centimeter side. 1 centimeter side means what, students? What will happen here? What will happen? How many cubes will get here? The cuts will be like this, right? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, I have taken one face. Okay, good. How many of the small cubes will have exactly 2 painted faces? Exactly. Minimum will have at least 2 painted faces means you can consider 3 faces one also. But they asked exactly 2 painted faces. Now, which cubes will get paint on 2 faces? The cubes which are present on edges. How many edges are there here? Please observe here. This is one edge. This is one edge, this is one edge and this is one edge. Why? Because these 4 are corners. These 4 are corners. So, how many edge cubes are there for me on this one side? On one face I have how many? 4. Like this total how many faces I will have? 6. But one edge cube is shared by how many faces? 2 faces. So, by 2. Understood? Understood? Now simple. 2 ones, 2 twos. So, total what will be our answer? 12. So, there will be 12 is our answer in this case. Very simple. Very simple. So, there are 12 edge cubes for this question. So, simple, and the cubes which will get paint on 2 faces will be what? Edge cubes only. So, edge cubes we will write here. Okay. Right. Next one. A large cube has all its faces painted with different colors. Okay. It is then cut into smaller cubes of equal sizes such that the side of the small cube is 1/5 the side of the large cube. Here actually students, instead of giving the dimensions directly, he said that the size of the small cube is 1/5 of the large cube. Tell me how many cuts we can make here? Very simple, we need to make 5 cuts along its length, breadth and height. Why? Because 1/5 means what? 1/5 portion. That means out of 5 parts I need to take only 1 part at a time. So, our example question, our first question, similar to our first question, which we have discussed now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Next 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. See here students, to make it into 5 parts, how many cuts I need to make? 4 cuts are enough. 4 cuts here along its length and 4 cuts along its breadth and height also. Okay, 4 cuts are enough to make it into 1/5. Okay, if you want to make it into 4 parts, how many cuts are enough? 3 cuts. If you want to make it into 3 parts, how many cuts are enough? 2 cuts. Okay, now like this. Okay, then the number of small cubes with at least 2 colors on its bodies. Tell me, see, all the 6 faces are painted with 6 different colors. And they are asking us with at least 2 different colors. That means simple. Anyway, all the cubes will have, the edge cubes will have different colors only. So, which cubes will get paint on 2 faces? At least 2 faces. At least 2 colors on its bodies. That means what? At least 2 means, here what you need to consider? You need to take the 3 plus 2. Both you need to consider. 3 faces painted as well as 2 faces. Anyway, 3 faces counted are universally fixed. What are those? How many? 8. No need to calculate it. Simple, we need to find the number of cubes which get paint on 2 faces. See here, edge cubes. Where I have edges? This is one edge. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Total how many edge cubes I have on this face? 12 edge cubes. So, 12 into, like this how many faces I will have overall? I will have 6 faces. 12 into 6 by 2. Why I am dividing with the 2? Why? Because one edge is shared between 2 faces. 2 faces. So, 2 ones, 2 threes. What it becomes? 36. So, the cubes which get 2 different colors are how many? 36. But is this our answer done? No. We need to add this 8 plus 36. 8 plus 36. What you will get? 44. So, there are 44 cubes which will have at least 2 different colors on it. So, our answer here will become 44. Read the question carefully, students. Sometimes they will say exactly 2, sometimes they will say at least 2. At least 2 means you should also consider 3 also. You should also consider 3. Okay, next one. If all the faces of the cube are painted and 9 cuts are made on it, see here students, 9 cuts are made on it such that the cube gets divided into maximum number of identical cubes. Now see here students, they didn't mention us how the cuts are made, but it was made such that 9 cuts are made to get the maximum number of identical cubes. So tell me how I should make 3 cuts along its length, 3 along its breadth and 3 along its height. So that means I need to make 3 at length, 3 breadth and 3 height. See students, please be careful. If you make 3 cuts, how many portions you will get? Actually you will get 4 portions. So please be careful with that, students. 1, 2, 3. 3 cuts I made it along its height. Next 3 cuts. 1, 2, 3. Please be careful with these cuts, students. Why? Because there is a chance that you may write like this. There is a chance of writing like this. Only 3 cuts, so you will write 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is wrong. When you make 3 cuts, it will be divided into 4 portions, students. When you make 2 cuts, then it will be shown into 3 portions. But here they clearly mentioned that 9 cuts. To get the maximum number of identical one, definitely how I should divide them? I should make 3 cuts along length, 3 breadth and 3 along height. Understood? So this is the case. When you make 3 cuts, it will be divided into 4 equal cubes. It will be divided into 4 equal cubes. Understood? Right. Next, this is the one. How many small cubes will not have any painted faces? Tell me which cubes will not get paint? The middle cubes. So here actually you need to find the all the 3, remaining 3 and then total. Total how many you will get? Tell me. On one face 4, right? So 4 into 4 into 4. Total you will get 64 cubes. Why? Because on one face 4 portions it was made, right? So total how many cubes I will get here? Total number of cubes are here how many? 64. Tell me how many with 3 faces paint. How many cubes will have 3? Those are fixed. Already I told you 8. It always remains as 8 only. If you go with the logic also. Next, with 2 faces paint. With 2 faces paint. What are those? Edges. These are the edges. How many edges do I have here? I have here total 8 edges. 8 into like this 6 faces by 2. Why? Because each edge is shared by 2 faces. So 2 1s, 2 3s. So 8 3s are 24. Okay, next how many cubes will get paint on one face? The face cubes. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 and 6 and each face cube will be shared by only one face by 1. So 4 6 are 24. Okay, now no paint. No paint is equal to total are how many? 64 small cubes. So 64 minus 8 plus 24 plus 24. What it becomes? 64 minus 48 plus 8, 56. That means I will have 8 cubes which will not get paint at all. I will have 8 cubes which will not get paint at all. Understood, students? Very simple concept. Don't go with any other things. Make it simple. Take one face and try to apply for the complete cube. Try to apply for the whole cubes. Take only one face. Okay? Right. Next one. And remember one more thing, students. There is a chance of asking irregular cuts. Irregular cuts in the sense 2 along its length, 3 along its breadth and 4 along its height. Like that they may ask us. So in that cases actually the cubes, we will not get cubes, we will get cuboids. Instead of cubes, we will get cuboids. So we will not bother about that one. Till now, whatever the questions which was asked in UPSC, they are asked based on equal cubes. For example, if unequal cuts are made, then the question will be only one thing. Total number of cuboids formed will be 2 along its length. 2 cuts means it will be divided into 3 parts. Remember, 3 along its height means it will be divided into 4 parts. And 4 along its breadth means it will become 5 parts. So total number of cubes, they may ask us only one question. Total number of cuboids. So 3 into 4 into 5. 3 into 4 into 5. So 3 4s are 12, 12 5s are 60. So you will get 60 cuboids. Okay. unequal cuts, if they ask you like this, you will get the answer. Okay, actually we made 3, 3, 3 cuts, but I have written 4, 4, 4. Why? Because plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. Similarly here also 2, 3 and 4, but I have written as 3, 4, 5. The reason is plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. Right? Like this. Next one. A cube has all its face space painted with different colors. It is cut into smaller cubes of equal sizes such that the side of the small cube is 1/4 of the big cube. See here students, these 1/4 means how many cubes? One face is divided into 4 cubes. One face is, the size is divided into 4 equal parts. So only 3 cuts are enough to make it into 5. Whenever there is a cuts, then be careful, else in a normal manner. Okay. The number of small cubes with only one of the sides painted is. Which cubes will get paint on only one side? The cubes which are present on face. How many are there? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So on this face, how many face cubes I have? 4. Like this, how many faces I have in total? 6. But each face will be shared by only one face. So 4, 6 are 24. So our answer here becomes how much? 24. The answer for this question becomes just 24. Okay. The next one is continuation to that series. Okay, in this series students, see here, if you observe carefully, only one thing, definitely they are asking one question from this series. Okay, whether it may be alphabet series or number series, whatever it may be. But what we will do is, we will take the help of numbers only. Okay, and next one more important thing is, don't think that this series will be that much tough, which is similar to the banking examination or any CAT examination. When it comes to our CSAT, they are asking the simple series only. Simple series only by general observation. See, for this series, to solve the questions from the series, you should have some basic knowledge like this. Squares of numbers. Squares of numbers up to 30. Please try to remember all the squares of number up to 30. And similarly, cubes of numbers. Cubes of numbers up to 10. You should know, you should remember these things. Not only these squares and cubes students, you should also able to identify the numbers plus 1 or minus 1 to that. For example, see here, if I see 8, I should get two ideas in my mind. The first one is, this is a 2 cube, and the second one is 3 square minus 1. Okay, like this. If I see something like this 24, I should get an idea that this is equal to 3 cube minus 3. If I see 32 or else 30, I should get an idea that this is equal to 3 cube plus 3. Not only cubes and squares, but also the numbers plus or minus to them also are very, very important. You should be able to identify these things. If you were once able to identify these things, easily you will solve most of the questions. Okay, these are the very, very important observations which you should make while solving the problems. Okay, anything 2 square plus or minus 2, similarly 3 square plus or minus 3, or else 2 square plus or minus 1, similarly 3 square plus or minus 1. Like this, not only for these numbers, for other numbers you need to able to identify the things. And similarly, you should be able to identify 2 cube plus or minus 2 and 2 cube plus or minus 1. Similarly, 3 cube plus or minus 1, 3 cube plus or minus 3. And most important thing is with 1. Why? Because see here, 1 cube plus 1, what it becomes? 2. 1 square plus 1 also it becomes 2. You need to identify. And similarly, 1 cube minus 1 it becomes 0. 1 square minus 1 also it becomes 0. So when a series starts with zeros, so please keep these things in your mind, especially this 1 cube minus 1, 1 square minus 1 or 1 minus 1 like this. Okay, these things are very, very important if the series starts with 0. And the remaining things you should observe. Only by observation you will get the answer students, else you will not get the answer at all. So please try to observe these things, especially these things. Definitely you should be able to identify all the squares of numbers up to 30. And similarly all the cubes of numbers up to 10. Definitely you should remember those things. Then only it becomes easy for you to solve. See, for your knowledge sake, we will write them quickly. Only cubes I will write, squares you people know it very well. So we all know 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64, 5 cube is 125, 6 cube it is 216, 7 cube it is 343, 8 cube it is 512, 9 cube it is 729, and 10 cube it is 1000 anyway, no need to worry. So these numbers please try to remember it, students. Why? Because later while solving the problems we will come across these things for multiple times. Okay, next, along with this, what are the other things which we need to observe is when we see a series, take for example like this 2, 5, 9, 14, 20, what comes next? What are the things which we need to observe is, first thing, whether this is an increasing or decreasing series. Yes sir, it is an increasing series. Whether it is increasing slowly or suddenly. From 2 it just became 20, meanwhile I have around 3 to 4 numbers in between them. So the only chance is if it is increasing and if it is increasing slowly, this is slow increase. When a series is increasing slowly, the only logic which we will have there is simple addition. Something is added, whether it may be a constant or an increasing number. So if the series is a slow increasing one, simply try to write the difference between them. Then easily you will get the logic. 2 and 5, what is the difference? 3. 5 and 9, what is the difference? 4. 9 and 14, what is the difference? 5. 14 and 20, what is the difference? 6. See here students, it is very easy, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. What should be the next difference? 7. The next difference should be 7. So our answer here becomes what? 27. That means if a series is increasing slowly, means a constant, either it may be all 2s or all 3, sometimes they will add, or sometimes a increasing number they will add. So in that cases, simply observe the difference between the successive numbers. If you once observe the difference between the successive numbers, then easily you will get the logic, what they have done here. Okay, this is the first observation which we will make. And the next model is, for example, a number is like this. What it is? 2, 2, 4, 12, 2, 2, 4, 12, 48, 240, okay, next 14, 40, and what comes next? Something like this, there is a question. Now please observe here student, from 2 it started. Initially if you see the first 2 to 3 numbers, it may look like a slow increase, but from 2 it became to what? 1440. From 48 to 240. How? First thing is, it is an increase or decrease? Yes, it is an increase. And how it is increasing? It is increasing suddenly. It is increasing drastically. So whenever there is a series which increases drastically, means there are only 2 chances. One is either it move in powers. Just now I told you, right, 2 squares to 2 cubes, 3 squares to 3 cubes, it will move in powers, or if there is any multiplication, then only the series will increase suddenly. In that cases, don't waste your time by writing the differences. Simply think how 2 will become 2 in multiplication or in powers manner. So the chance is 2 ones is 2. Next, how 2 becomes a 4? 2 2s is 4. Next, 4 to 12, 4 3s is 12. Next, 12 4s is 48. 48 into 5 is 240. 240 into 6 is 1440. Next, it should be what? Into 7. Understood students? Like this we need to solve the problems. How? Our approach should be in this manner. First of all, by seeing the series itself, we can understand one thing, whether it is increasing or decreasing. After that, then we need to check whether it is increasing slowly or suddenly. If it is increasing slowly, means either it will be increased by adding a constant or an increasing number like this. Or else if it is increasing suddenly, means either it will be multiplied with a number, or if it moves in a powers, then also the series will increase suddenly. These are the 2 major things. With this, if you are really good in analyzing these 2 things, then easily you will solve almost 80 to 90% of problems very quickly. Okay, right. There will be some series in reverse order, like this. 120, 24, 6, 2. What comes next? This is the question which we have here. Now see here, whether it is decreasing or increasing series. This is a decreasing series. How it is decreasing? Whether it is decreasing slowly or suddenly? It is decreasing suddenly. From 120 it became 24, 24 to 6, 6 to 2, and then last. Now see here students, what will happen if the series is decreasing means either a constant or a number will be subtracted. If it decreases slowly, or else if it is decreasing suddenly means something is divided. Something is divided. So what we will do, 120 by 5 is what? 24. 24 by 4 is what? 6. 6 by 3 is 2. 2 by 2 will become what? 1. Actually our answer is 1. But what happens here is students, sometimes we will get the idea very lately. If you see in this manner. But if you check in this order, whether it is a decreasing series, okay, no problem. Even though if it is a decreasing series, try to identify the logic in this direction and apply the reverse logic at the end. Okay, from 2 to 6, 6 to 4, 24 to 120, yes, you will get idea very quickly. 2 3s are 6, 6 4s are 24, 24 5s are 120. Right, that means like this he is multiplying. In this order he will do what? Division. After getting the logic, it is very simple for us. Anyway, we can apply from left to right or right to left. Okay, so try to observe these things students. Okay, how the series is progressing, how the series is increasing, whether it is increasing or decreasing. If it is increasing slowly means addition. If it is increasing suddenly means multiplication, or if it moves in powers. Okay, or else if it increases, decreases slowly means subtraction. If it decreases suddenly means division. Even though if it is a decreasing case also, what my suggestion is, try to take that one in the reverse order. Try to identify the logic. After identifying the logic, easily you can apply the reverse of it. Okay, like this you need to, these things are very, very important before solving the questions of series. You need to observe these things majorly. Okay, right now we will solve some questions from this series students. Now see here, the first one, 1, 3, 8, 19, 42, 89. If you see the initial numbers, it may look very small increase, but when it progresses, see here 19 to 42, almost more than double, right? 40 to 89, more than double. So definitely there is a multiplication logic here. Please try to think in that manner. Small numbers will always confuse us students. So always first of all try to identify the logic in the bigger numbers. Why? Because when it comes to small numbers we can write multiple logics. But when it comes to a bigger one, the logics will be reduced. So that is the reason first of all try to identify the logic here. How 42 can become 89 generally? 42 2s are 84. Okay, that means into 2 plus 5. For timing I am thinking plus 5. Why? Because 89. Next 19 to 42. 19 2s are 38 plus 4. Now please see here, you will have an idea. 4 and 5 and 2 into 2 into 2 is common. Now we will check this one. How 8 can become 19? Into 2 plus 3. Understood students? Next 3 to 8, what it becomes? Into 2 plus 2. Next into 2 plus 1. So the logic here is multiplied with 2 and then added with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Okay, so the same logic continues here also. 89 into 2. 89 2s are how much it becomes? 178. 178 plus 6. 178 plus 6, what you will get here? 184. So our answer here becomes 184. Option B will be our answer here. So the only thing is observe the things carefully and closely, you will get the answer effectively. Now see here next, similarly please observe this one. 51 to 158, 16 to 51. How the increase is there? More than triple. Now if you see this one, okay, you may get the idea, else always first try to get the bigger one logic. Why? Because that will give us very less chances. 51 to 158, what you will get here? 51 3s are 153 plus 5. Next 16 3s are 48 plus 3. 3 and 5 are odd numbers. Into 3 is common. Next 5 into 3 plus 1 is 16. That means what he is doing here, he is multiplying with 3 and adding the odd numbers. Similarly now 158 into 3 plus 7. 158 3s are 450. 450 plus 24, 474. 474 plus 1, 481. So what you will get here? 481. 158 3s are, it will become 474 plus 7. What it becomes? 481. 481 will be our answer here. Understood? Next one. Now see here students, 8, 13, 10, 15, 15, 12, 12, 17. So whenever you have an increase and decrease. See, is there any constant increase or constant increase here? No. So whenever you see this type of questions, there is a high chance that the first logic you may think that plus and minus, or there is a decent chance for plus and minus, and at the same time there is a chance for alternate one also. Alternate will become a series 8, 10, 12, 14. Next 13, 15, 17, and what comes next? 19. Why? Because plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, alternately plus 2, plus 2, plus 2 is happening here. So our answer here becomes what? 19. So our answer here becomes 19. Understood students? Very simple. Try to think in this manner. Okay. Next one. 3, 15, 4, 16, 5, 16, 17 and 6. Now see here, similar to the last one. What is happening here? Alternate 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And next 15, 16, 17, what it should be? 18. So our answer here is 18. Our answer is 18. Now see here students, 240 to 2. How the series was fallen? It was fallen suddenly. So what actually happens here? Division. But sometimes you may not get the idea in this manner. Now what we will do is, we will try to check the logic in this direction. Okay. So how 2 can become 10? Into 5. 2 5s are 10. Next, how 10 can become 40? 10 4s are 40. How 40 can become 120? 43s are 120. Next, so in the same order, what it should be? 122s are what it should become? 240. Okay. And please check, if it is a middle one is skipped, please check whether the logic is continuing or not. Verify it perfectly. So 240, next it into what? 241s are 240. Yes, the logic is working for us. So here our answer becomes what? 240. Our answer here becomes 240. Understood? See the next one. See the next one. If you observe carefully here students, actually 6.25 is nothing but the square of 2.5. 2.5 square. And 9 is what? 3 square. And 12.25 is 3.5 square. And 16 is 4 square. 20.5 is 4.5 square. And these are what? Squares students. Okay, this is 5.5 square is 30.25. Next it should be what? 6 square. 6 square is what? 36. 6 square is what? 36. So our answer for this question will become 36. Meanwhile, the next slides anyway I will show you, but please try to pause the video and try to solve the questions by yourself students. Okay, next here 2, 2, 4, 4, 6, 8. Now, we will try to see what is happening here actually. If you see the alternate 2, 4, 6, 8, what it is? Even numbers. Next into 2, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Next it should be what? 8 2s are 16. Our answer will become what here? 16. Alternate series. This is an alternate series. Okay. Now see this one students. I have already told you, not only squares and cubes, you should be able to identify the plus or minus ones to them, or plus those numbers or minus those numbers to them. See here 7, 26, 124, 215. If you observe carefully, those are nearer to what? Cubes. 7 is 2 cube minus 1. 26 is 3 cube minus 1. 124 is 5 cube minus 1. 215 is 6 cube minus 1. So similarly, the 0 means what? 1 cube minus 1. So what is the only thing left for us? 4 cube minus 1. 4 cube is what? 64. 64 minus 1, our answer here becomes 63. 63. Now solve the next one. How the series is going students? It is increasing suddenly. Okay, you can take like that, or see here 12, 36, 2, 6, 12. So it is little bit clumsy. Try to write the difference. Why? Because I cannot say exactly. See 12 to 36 almost 3 times, but 36 to 80 not 3 times, and 8 to 150 not even 2 times. So we will try to write the difference for understanding the logic. So what is the difference between 2 and 12? 10. What is the difference between 12 and 36? The difference is 24. What is the difference between 36 and 80? The difference is 44 here. 82, 150, 70. Am I able to identify the logic here? No, still I was not able to identify the logic. So, difference of difference. Try to write the difference of difference. What is the difference between 10 and 24? 14. What is the difference between 24 and 44? 20. What is the difference between these two? 26. Now, please observe here 14, 20, 26. Next difference should be what, students? Next difference should be what? 32. Next difference should be what? 32. That means 70 plus 32, it should become what? 102. 102. That means 150 plus 102, it should become 252. So, our answer here will become 252. Sometimes you need to write the difference of differences also. This is one such example. Okay, you need to write the difference of the differences. Difference of the differences to get our answer. Okay, this is one such type of example. Understood? Right. Next one we will see. 1, 8, 9, 64, 25, 216. Now, please observe here, students. Some are squares and some are cubes. What are squares and cubes? See here, this is a 2 cube, 9 is a 3 square, and 64 is 4 cube, and 25 is 5 square. Next, 6 cube. From this 1, we can write it as 1 square. Why? Because 1 square is 1 and 1 cube is also 1. We can take any one of those two things. Now, next one, what it should be? According to this logic, 7 square and 8 cube. 7 square is what for us? 7 square is 49 and 8 cube is 512. So, our answer here becomes 49 and 512. 49 and 512. Next, similarly, please see this one, students. If you observe carefully, what are these? Almost multiplied, right? From 3 to 213. It is increased slowly or suddenly? Yes, it increased suddenly. Now, try to establish a link between them. As I have already told you, try to check the larger one so that you will get the logic very quickly. 53 to 213. What you will get here, students? Into 4 plus 1. Similarly, 30 into 53, what it becomes? Into 4 plus 1. 13 4s are 52. 52 plus 1 is 53. Similarly, 3 4s are 12 plus 1. It is what? 13. So, that means here also what I should do here? I should multiply it with 4 and add with 1. So, 213 4s are what it becomes? 852. 852 plus 1, what it becomes? 853. So, our answer here becomes 853. 853. Next, 4, 16, 36, 100 and 144. What are the students? These are their perfect squares. This is 2 square, 4 square, 6 square. Next, it should be what? 8 square. So, our answer here will become 8 square is 64. 64. Actually, this is not the last one. This is just a question symbol. These are even number squares. Okay, next see here, 336 to 0. How it can happen, students? Either it should be divided, first logic, or else powers, based on powers. Only two chances we have. If you see in this manner, it is little bit difficult. For example, if I check in this manner, see here 0, how I will get 0 if it is in powers? 1 cube minus 1 or 1 square minus 1. But how I will get 6? 2 cube minus 2. Next 24 means what, students? 3 cube minus 3. Next 120 means 5 cube minus 5. 210 means 6 cube minus 6. 336 is 7 cube minus 7. Okay, so that means what I should get here? What I should get here? 4 cube minus 4. 4 cube is 64. 64 minus 4, what it is? 60. So, our answer here becomes 60. Okay, understood? Observation is very, very important, student here. Okay, next one. 2, 9, 28, 126 and 217. Please try to pause the video and try to solve this one. See here, students, if you observe carefully, what are these? 1 cube plus 1, 2 cube plus 1, 3 cube plus 1, 5 cube plus 1, 6 cube plus 1. So, what is the only thing which was left for us? 4 cube plus 1, which is equal to 65. 65. Similarly, please see this one. What is happening in this series? Whether it is multiplied or divided something. If you see this one, into 2 there is a chance, into 4. But what is happening here? 30. Next into. Next a small increase. See here, students, here there are two series running. One time it is multiplied and one time it is added something. Now see here, students, plus 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. Right? Next into 4. 6 4s are 24. next plus 6, next something. Still I was not able to identify a particular logic here. Alternately, okay, plus 3, this one is fine. But how this 6 to 24, next it should be 30 to 63, means something is happening here. So to avoid this confusion, what my suggestion here is simple. I add, actually what is happening here, answer is 80. Why? Because next you should add plus 8. But put that aside. Try to write the difference 3. Next difference is how much? 18. Next difference is 6. Next 33. Next 9. We don't know what the next difference should be. What? 3, 6, 9. Next something is should be added. So here what you will get? 12. 12. But one thing is very clear. Here I should subtract 12. Something should be added. There is a number which when I is added with the 12, it should become what? 132. So x plus 12 should become what? 132. So what will be our x value here? 120. What will be our x value here? 120. So our x value will become 120. Like this you can write our final answers. Final answers. Okay. Right. Or else the other one is 2 square minus 1. Right. Next 2 square plus 2. 3 square, 3 cube minus, like that also you can do it. 6 square, 8 square minus 1, 9 square minus 1. But that is of little bit confusing. So better to go with this logic. You will get the answer perfectly. Perfectly. Okay. Right. With this our series concept is finished, students. So please do practice. They will ask us anyway the simpler one only. Okay. Practice is enough. We can solve all the types of questions. In our next session we will see a new concept. Thank you very much. Thank you.